Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to The Success. Satoshi is supposedly the person or people who developed and released Bitcoin in 2009, authored the Bitcoin white paper, and created the first blockchain database on which Bitcoin was deployed. Little is known about Nakamoto beyond his name and assumed origin of location. He, or she I suppose, never disclosed any personal information, not even letting a possible clue slip about his true identity when discussing technical matters through commentaries he's given throughout the years. According to his profile on P2P Foundation, an organization with the aim of studying the impact of peer-to-peer technology, Nakamoto claims to be a 37-year-old man. This was back in 2012, so he'd be a bit older now, from Japan. However, there are many who argue this profile is fake. Nakamoto is known for having a perfect English, and even more convincing, there is no record of anything written in Japanese in the Bitcoin software he developed. So, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? Is he still alive? Does anyone know about him? All this and much more will be discussed in today's video, as we're going to try and find out who the real Satoshi Nakamoto is. But guys, before we start, I'd want you to hit that red subscribe button to enter our monthly shoutout giveaway. Just comment down below saying I subscribed and we'll enter you into the giveaway. Number 1. He is dead. The debate over which individual or group of individuals is actually behind the creation of blockchain has been going on for years. Different people have come forward claiming to be the famous Nakamoto, while others believe his identity will never be revealed. There are those who staunchly believe that Nakamoto is dead and that the mystery will never be solved. The 1 million bitcoins that Nakamoto still holds have not been traded or moved in years, leading many to assume that he died. Number 2. Craig Stephen Wright. An Australian who claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto in 2015 withdrew from public life after supplying false evidence and later failing to provide new evidence to support his claims. His assertions were initially met with skepticism, and not following through with the promised evidence leaves many wondering if he is, in fact, the elusive creator of Bitcoin. Now, 2 publications once again claim to have outed Satoshi as an Australian computer scientist and entrepreneur named Craig Wright. Websites Wired and Gizmodo claim to have a series of emails, old blog posts, and eyewitness accounts that, in Wired's words, show that either Wright invented Bitcoin or he's a brilliant hoaxer who very badly wants us to believe he did. Number 3. David Kleeman. David Kleeman had an interesting life, and he was certainly involved in the beginnings of Bitcoin. His involvement with Bitcoin goes back to its earliest days, and he was one of the first Bitcoin miners. Kleeman had a long-standing interest in computer security and had designed systems that were used by the highest levels of the US governments to secure their digital systems. After becoming a paraplegic in a motorcycle accident, Kleeman went barreling into the world of cryptography. He was on the Metzdal list, which may be where he first came in contact with the Bitcoin white paper. Another theory puts him and Craig Wright at the center of the project. Gizmodo cites an email that allegedly came from Wright that states, quote, "I need your help editing a paper I'm going to release later this year. I've been working on a new form of electronic money, Bitcash, Bitcoin, and also, you're always there for me, Dave. I want you to be part of it all." The email is alleged to predate the release of Bitcoin white paper by a few months, which would make it a key piece of evidence in the search for Satoshi Nakamoto's true identity. Sadly, Kleeman died in 2013 under mysterious circumstances, which effectively eliminates him as a future source of information. Given his aptitude for data security, whatever digital information he left behind is also probably going to be difficult to access. Number 4. Dorian Prentice Satoshi Nakamoto. Another possibility is a Japanese-American man living in California named Dorian Prentice Satoshi Nakamoto. Birth name Satoshi Nakamoto. First brought up in a March 2014 Newsweek article, Leigh McGrath Goodman pointed to Nakamoto's training as a physicist at Cal Poly University in Pomona and libertarian background as potential indicators of his identity. Goodman's biggest piece of evidence was his response to a question regarding Bitcoin. Quote, "I am no longer involved in that and I cannot discuss it. It's been turned over to the other people. They are in charge of it now. I no longer have any connection." This quote led to a wild media frenzy, which even included a car chase. However, later in an interview, he recanted his previous position, stating that he had misunderstood the reporter's question, thinking it was related to his previous classified work as a military contractor. Number 5. Hal Finney. Hal Finney is another potential candidate to be the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. Finney was a pre-Bitcoin cryptographic pioneer and was only the second person after Nakamoto himself to make use of the software, file bug reports, and suggest improvements. Finney was the first ever to receive Bitcoin, stating in an interview that he was a recipient of the first Bitcoin transaction when Satoshi sent 10 coins to him as a test. Forbes journalist Andy Greenberg speculated after requesting aid from writing analyst consultancy Juola and Associates that Greenberg may have been the ghostwriter for Satoshi Nakamoto. Further adding to the speculation that Finney was involved with the creation of the Bitcoin was his correspondence with the aforementioned with Nick Szabo, and the fact that he lived only blocks apart from the Dorian Prentice Satoshi Nakamoto. At the time of his death on August 2014, only circumstantial evidence pointed to Hal Finney being the original Satoshi Nakamoto. Number 6. The CIA and NSA. Another theory that has circulated all over the world is that Bitcoin is a creation of CIA or NSA. This could be true, as CIA or NSA have always tried to find ways where they could take control of the wealth transactions of the world into their hands, and this creation of Bitcoin could well be the part of the plan that obviously didn't go as they planned it to be. A group named CIA Project claims that Bitcoin is a creation of the CIA or NSA, while the group provided evidence such as stating the name Satoshi Nakamoto roughly translate to Central Intelligence in Japanese. Their perspective is considered to be no more than a conspiracy theory though. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also guys, if you could please check out one of the 2 videos you're seeing on screen right now, it really does help us out. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.